Hello, and welcome to our seated Tai Chi playlist. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different, and that is going to be some shoulder, elbow, wrist type warm up exercises. Um, just to, if you need that kind of work, if you want to use this as a warm up before your Tai Chi or as a bit of a cool down afterwards, get a little bit of extra mobility out of your shoulders and arms, especially if you got any rotator cuff type issues, anything like that. This might be able to help you. And we're going to start off as usual in our Tai Chi practice, in that we are going to make sure we are seated on our sit bones, hopefully away from the back of our chairs if we possibly can. That is going to engage our core muscles as long as we keep ourselves upright, tall through the top of the head, extended up. And we're going to start off by doing some sort of basic shoulder rolls. Only we're going to do them in a more of a Tai Chi type fashion. Now we're going to start off by pulling our shoulder blades closer to our spine, letting our chest open up as we start breathing in, lifting our shoulders up to the top, and then pushing them forward as we breathe out, and letting them drop down. So nice and slow breathing in on the way back and up, and out going forward and down. Breathing in and out. And we're going to start now moving a hand. We're going to let our arm drop to the side, and we're going to breathe in on the way back and up. Letting our palm rotate up to the top, and exhale. Let the arm travel down. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Switching arms. Let it hang loose. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Turning our hands to our laps. Now we're going to reverse our shoulder rolls. So breathing in, our shoulders pull forward and up. And breathing out, our shoulders go back and down. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Arm up and out. Breathing in and out. arm, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Let's try double arm, so front crawl essentially. One hangs down, breathing in. Let the other arm hang. Keep them both in constant motion. Twisting through the waist. Breathing is nice and slow and steady. Back crawl, reversing direction. And coming back. All right, let's finish up moving our shoulders with a little bit of rubbing your head and patting your tummy sort of situation, where we're going to go one front and one back. So to do this, bring the hands up over top of our head. We're going to twist, letting one hand fall forward and one hand fall backwards. Untwist as we come back to the center. Breathing in. One hand goes forward, one hand goes backwards. Reversing direction. we go. So that's got our shoulders fairly warmed up. So we're going to move on to what is more of an elbowy exercise, or at least an elbow focused exercise. Although I got to admit, it still works the shoulders quite a bit. What we're going to do is we're going to pick one arm to start off with, and we're going to identify the inside of our elbow, right? And we want to get that up. So we do that by extending our hand out, and I want to lift my inside of my elbow up, straightening my arm, keeping my palm up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my elbow down, keeping my palm up. I'm going to rotate my elbow out to the side, turning my palm over, which is creating a lot of rotation in my humerus bone. As my palm faces down, I'm going to straighten my arm, then bend my elbow so that my elbow drops down again, further rotating my humerus, but this time keeping my palm down. I'm going to then pop the inside of my elbow up, straightening my arm out, bend the elbow and fire it out to the side, turning the palm, rotating that elbow inside to turn my palm up, and then popping that inside of the elbow up, straightening the arm. So drop the elbow, rotate the elbow, straighten it, drop the elbow down, pop the elbow up, rotate it out to the side, swing it around, turning the palm up, and raise the inside. Drop, rotate, spin, drop, down. Raise the inner elbow up, out to the side, let it rotate around, palm up, and extend the arm. Drop the elbow, rotate, come over, and drop down. Other side. Palm up. Extend the arm, pop that elbow up, straightening it. Drop it down, pulling the hand back towards you. Rotate it out to the side. Palm down. Extend out. Let the arm rotate. Drop the elbow down, pulling that palm in. Pop the elbow up, out to the side, rotate it around, turning the palm up, straightening the arm, lifting the elbow. Drop the elbow, rotate it around, straighten, and then pull that elbow down. Lift the elbow up, rotate it out, swing it around, turning the palm up, lift the elbow, drop it down, rotate it out to the side, palm down, pull the elbow down. You can do both of these together. Lifting the elbow up, pop your elbows out to the side, rotate them around, turning your palms up, extend out, lifting the elbows. Drop the elbows down, rotate them around, palms down, extend, pull the elbows down, drawing your hands back. Lift the elbows up, let them rotate out, swing them around, lift them up, drop them down, round, extend, and drop them down, like so. That's our elbow warm up. But like I say, it does rotate that humerus bone quite a lot. So also really good for working on the shoulders, especially rotatory cuff type things. But now let's work on our wrists a little bit. Now we're going to start off just doing some very gentle wrist circles. So breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. And then other way, breathing in and out, in and out. All right. Next up, we're going to leave our palms facing down and we're going to make our little hooks. So these are our little Tai Chi hook hands, little bird's beaks, whatever you want. Okay. And that's just lightly drawing the fingers together. There's a bunch of different styles of doing this. Don't worry about it too much. So you can try and touch all of your fingertips together. You can touch just the first couple together and the other fingers just sort of hang out. You can touch your first three together and make sure the other two are in contact as much as possible, but not actually touching your thumb. It's more about getting engagement as much as we can in this inner part of our forearm. So we want to feel that drawing in motion. We want to feel our wrist bending a little bit, not extreme, like this isn't a, right? It's just, we want to feel them engage, drawing in, like just picking something up very gently. In a lot of Kung Fu, this might be considered like monkey steals fruit or monkey picks fruit sort of thing. It's our single whip. I like to think of it as, you know, toddler steals car keys. But however you want to think of it, up to you. Palms down. We're going to draw on our fingertips. And then as we exhale, we're just going to flick. So again, this is a very light flick, but we are doing it with a bit of speed. Gentle pickup. So this can be excellent for working on our carpal tunnel type things, just as long as we are not aggravating it. So this is sliding the tendons in and out through this area here. If your carpal tunnel is seriously inflamed, be very gentle with this. Also, don't take a bunch of anti-inflammatories and do this and hope it is going to get better just because you don't feel it at the time. It is better to be very aware of what is going on before attempting to do any of this stuff with, in terms of rehabilitation work. But if you are always working to the edge of uncomfortable, if this is just ever so slightly going, yeah, I feel something moving there, right? Not actually to a point of irritation, just, yeah, I can feel stuff going on there. That's the area that we want to be. That's where we do our best rehab work. It is getting fluids and stuff in and out of there. So start off by doing this with the wrist and fingertip motion. Excuse me. If you are okay with that, you can move on to the next one, which is we're going to get our tiger claws going. So we're drawing in our fingers in very much the same way. Again, nice and gentle. We don't want to be inflaming anything. So drawing in the fingertips, and with our exhale, we flick them. Draw in nice and gentle, and a gentle flick out. Like so. So that's it. Pretty simple. But especially if you are dealing with carpal tunnel stuff, be very careful with this. One exercise may work better than the other for you. Might be the hooks, might be the tiger claws. But either way, do what feels best for you. Always, always, always pay very strict attention to what is going on with your body. If you experience any extra discomfort or pain, any extra inflammation, stuff that isn't going away in a normal time span, back off. You might want to consult your doctor or anything like that. But if you do it at a gentle fashion, paying very close attention, this can seriously help with the rehabilitation of any of those types of exercises, or conditions, I should say. So questions, comments, anything like that, fire them down below. Anything you'd like to see from me in the future, let me know. Thank you for joining me today, and we will see you in the next one.